everyone, Mary Pat here today with you, and today I'm going to be making a back to school layout, and I've got this great photo of my son, and he's holding this gray sign that I made to kind of look like a chalkboard effect. So I kind of want to duplicate that with my cardstock, and I'm going to make this whole layout using scraps from previous layouts that I've made. I love to save all my scraps, and this is what I do then periodically, is I just use all of them and make a complete layout with that. So I even had cut this piece of paper, and so now I'm going to use it on this layout. And so I'm going to start with the blue Core Essentials as my base, and I love to layer all of my paper, so I'm going to be then layering this gray sheet right on top of that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Martha Stewart scoreboard, and I'm going to go in at about 1/2 inch, and I'm going to go around all 4 sides and score that to create the border effect of that. So now it's all scored, and I'm going to use my Sand It gadget. And I'm just going to go, and I'm not pressing extremely heavy on this. So you can kind of see just how quick that gorgeous core comes out with a whiter core. And so I'm going to go around and do all 4 sides and have that core exposed. And that's looking great. So now I kind of want to just kind of get this light, kind of like the chalkboard had tons of erasing or chalk on it and just the erase marks on there. So again, I'm not going very heavily, but I just wanted to get that all around there. So I'm using my Sand It or my Dust Buddy, and I'm cleaning it up, and oh, it looks really great on top of there. So I'm going to glue that down. And so I know I'm going to want to arrange my 2 photos on the sheet right about there. So now I need to work on matting my photos. And so I'm just going to quickly lay those down, and then I'm going to use one of my favorite tools is the Perfect Layers, and I'm going to use the 1/16 of an inch, and this creates the perfect mat. So I'm just cutting it with my X-Acto knife and cutting that off, and so you get a perfect mat every time. And so now I know how they're going to look on there. And so now it's time to work with my paper strips that I'm going to use behind it. So I've got this navy blue strip, and I'm going to use the primary colors there. And I'm going to take this navy blue strip, and I don't want a full heavy embossing. I just want a light pattern on my sheet. So I'm taking my Sand It, and I'm just rubbing it against the raised part of the embossing folder, and that pattern just comes out, and I just absolutely love this technique. It's one of my favorites. I did another layout, Fun in the Sun, with this technique, and I did it on my son. I'm cleaning it up, and there it is. So it looks great. So next I have a piece of the Core Impressions, the Jelly Bean Soup. And so the embossing is already done for you because it's the Impression Collection, which is awesome. So I'm just lightly sanding and exposing that awesome core. And this is kind of lines on it. And then this is the yellow. And I'm just kind of sanding that quickly just to kind of distress the edges. So now it's time to just kind of place them down. And I'm just kind of layering them again, one on top of the other with that. Trying to create lots of different textures, lots of different looks with the paper. Next I found this great border. It's a canvas border strip, and I thought that would kind of be cute to add that in there for preschool. So I think I'm going to put that right there. And then just seeing how it would look with my photos. And I like how all of that's looking. And now it's time to kind of look for the embellishments. And again, I love making my own embellishments because Coordinations works so great with all of that. So off camera, I die cut this journaling card, and I love the ABCs just to kind of carry that theme up again. And I die cut that, and so I think I'm going to tuck that behind my photo. So I've got the ABCs there and then in the border strip. And then I did my title on there as well. So I've got school, and then I have this great banner, and I already ran the title days through my Xyron. So I just want to, because the other navy blue is so distressed, I kind of just want to distress the edges and sand that just a little bit so that it's a little rough and it kind of blends in with the other navy blue that's on there. So I'm going to put my title to the right of the main photo, and again then layering that banner right on top of all of the other different pieces of pattern paper. And I'm going to put the word days. I ran that through my Xyron X and put that right on my banner, and that looks great. So tying in all of the colors. So I now have this other embellishment that I found growing up so fast, because that's how I feel right now with my son. And I've got two areas then that I need to put embellishments on. And I'm with boys, I don't like to include a lot of flowers, so I use my dies of stars quite a lot. And I'm going to add some stars down at the bottom. And then I had already previously made this for a project. It's using the 110-pound smooth cardstock. And I stamped it and then colored it with my Spectrum Noir markers. And so I already had that hanging around. So I thought, hey, that would be perfect to include on this. So again, making my own embellishments. And I'm going to layer these 3 stars back there. And I think I'm going to be using this graphic 45 coordinations paper. It matches my leaf there perfectly. And then again, just from what I cut out, the red. So I cut out my stars and I embossed them using this awesome swirl pattern of the Cuttlebug embossing folder. And they look actually super just the way they are. But again, that's the beauty of coordinations. You can really distress this. And ever since everything else is distressed, I thought I would carry the theme. And I'm just kind of running my sand it gadget over there and just kind of exposing the embossing and the inner core. And it just really, I think, makes those stars really pop with that. And it just adds so much texture on there. So I'm running, again, just real lightly going through that. And then again, the key is to take that sand, or the Dust Buddy, and kind of wipe off each piece to get the dust off of there. And those look great. And then just kind of cleaning up the surface area. So now it's time to place them down, and I think I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to do 3 down at the bottom with a larger one, a medium, and a small, and place those down at the bottom, and then have my cute little apple tucked behind, or on top of that, and so that the star is tucked behind. And again, I'm going to do 3 up at the top. And so now it's time just to glue everything down. So here's my finished product. I have included the techniques of scoring, and then sanding, and then using the core impressions, and then using the embossing folders, both as the way they're designed and then as another way. So thanks so much for joining me today. I'll be back again soon with another video. Thanks a lot. Bye.